What is the second phase of Operation Epic Fury? It starts with a B-2 stealth bomber dropping a massive bunker buster bomb on a target nestled in the Alborz Mountains surrounding Tehran. The target was chosen for a specific reason. Buried deep beneath the mountains, Iran has constructed a labyrinth of multi-layered underground tunnels. They built this vast network to hide their crown jewel, a massive arsenal of ballistic missiles. Their strategy is simple but deadly. Emerge from these hidden bunkers to ambush American jets when they least expect it. So how do you counter a threat buried that deep? You use a highly surgical weapon designed to pierce straight through thick layers of reinforced concrete. With just a dozen of these bunker busters, the military can wipe out an entire underground missile city in a single devastating strike. What is Phase 2 of Operation Epic Fury? 7 days of sustained combat. The skies over Iran are finally quiet, but don't let the silence fool you. Although the US has achieved near-total air superiority, but the war is just entering its most dangerous stage. Phase 1 was about clearing the skies, while Phase 2 it's about targeting Iran's strategic ballistic missiles underground. These are high-tech labyrinths bored deep into solid mountain rock, shielded by hundreds of feet of earth and reinforced concrete. If you drop a standard bomb here, it won't even leave a scratch. But here is the problem: Iran is still not out of the fight. If the US owns the sky, why not just send in standard fighters? Because while Iran's main network is shattered, isolated surface-to-air batteries like the S-300 are still hiding in the shadows. For an F-15E Strike Eagle, the legendary bomb truck of the Air Force, one lucky radar lock from a rogue missile is a death sentence. And in a high-stakes conflict, losing a crew and a multi-million-dollar jet to a surviving battery is a risk the Pentagon simply won't take. When the risk is too high for conventional fighters, you bring in the big boys. The B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. This $2 billion flying wing was designed for one specific purpose: to go where nothing else can. It doesn't fight air defenses, it ignores them. Cruising undetected in the stratosphere, the B-2 is the only platform on Earth capable of penetrating this contested airspace to deliver the final blow, raining down dozens of 2,000-pound BLU-109 bunker busters to crack the mountain wide open. But where are the nuclear sites located? The forces targeted highly fortified, subterranean weapons complexes, often referred to as missile cities, which were carved deep into the bedrock of the Alborz Mountains surrounding Tehran. Where did this long-range mission originate? The operation began thousands of miles away at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. 4 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers took off for a direct round-trip mission, relying on a fleet of aerial refueling tankers over the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea to complete the 6,000-plus nautical mile journey. But how did the military prepare the airspace for the incoming bombers? Before the B-2s arrived, US and Allied forces executed a suppression of enemy air defenses strategy. EA-18G Growlers jammed enemy radar systems with heavy electronic warfare, while fighter jets destroyed operational surface-to-air missile launchers to blind the defense grid and clear a safer path, successfully infiltrating the degraded airspace completely undetected. What was the tactical strategy for destroying facilities buried so deeply underground? Once over the target coordinates, the bombers opened their internal bays to saturate the area rather than dropping a single massive explosive. They deployed multiple precision-guided bunker busters, calculating exact angles of impact to collapse reinforced concrete entrances, shatter ventilation shafts, and exploit structural weak points, effectively burying the ballistic missiles inside the mountain. How many bunker buster bombs were dropped during this operation? The B-2s dropped dozens of BLU-109 at 2,000-pound precision-guided penetrator bombs. This strike was a key component of a larger 72-hour campaign that successfully hit approximately 200 hardened infrastructure targets deep inside the region. But what's the difference between the BLU-109 and the GBU-57 bomb? While the massive 30,000 pounds GBU-57 NOP is used to crush the deepest parts of a mountain, the GBU-28 and GBU-31 are the surgical tools. Let's break down exactly how this works. Once this bomb drops from the belly of the B-2 Spirit, it falls just like a traditional unguided weapon. The real magic is in the fusing. Ground crews can fit it with a nose fuse, a tail fuse, or both. If it hits the dirt with the nose fuse active, it detonates on impact, triggering the explosive conduit instantly for a massive surface blast. But if the pilot needs to crack a hardened target, they rely on the FMU-139 tail fuse for a delayed reaction. Driven by gravity, the heavy casing of the bomb easily penetrates the concrete surface of a building. Once inside, the smart fuse counts down the program milliseconds before triggering the 500-pound payload, destroying the target from the inside out. Considering its small $4,000 price tag, the sheer destructive return on investment is staggering.